Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, what's up? It's Friday. Oh my goodness. It's always nice to end the week on a really high and good and positive note. And it's going to take a little effort on my part to get there because yesterday it went sour, y'all. Let me explain. So yesterday we did the law of group endeavor. We were talking about how when we get together, we multiply our energy. When we focus on one thought, it mathematically, it makes it so much more powerful. And then we manifest more. So when we focus on pure thought, if there's 3 of us together, it just explodes into this energy. And that's the beginning lesson of manifestation. That focused thought. So anyways, I was so excited yesterday. I told you I was going to do a live stream. I was like, this is a sign from the universe. It's time for me to get together, put myself out there, multiply our energy. And as the day went on, it just seemed like hurdle after hurdle was getting in my way. Does the universe not want me to do this? And then when I sat down to actually do it, technologically, it was sabotaged. The stream didn't work. When it did finally work, my face was all like pixelated and colored and looked possessed. Like my chakras were, my shock was messing with my stream or something. So it just kind of it failed. I was going to say it flip-flopped. No, it failed. Honey, wrong F word. It didn't flip or flop. It straight up failed. So now I'm not sure, what I want to do. Of course, right away I'm annoyed with my guidance system because I felt so directed to do it. Felt like everything was in alignment. I was prepared enough, I had my cards organized. I had thumbnails made for the YouTube videos. I had other pictures made for Facebook. I was legit ready to get this thing going on. So I don't want to be completely deterred. Maybe it's just not a live streaming thing. Maybe I will just make videos for my YouTube. But I just was last night going to bed super just disheartened and almost sad and just really frustrated that, a lot of my projects just, they F word out. They fail. They fail. All right. So yesterday, all the cards was about self-worth and ending the cycle of darkness. And I guess sometimes it takes a little while for that cycle to F word out. Fizzle. This time, fizzle. Lots of F words on the Friday. So today, we're kind of staying in the theme, I think, with the group theme. Today is the 60th episode of this podcast, and it's the 36th law, the universal law, which is the law of group life. So yesterday was the law of group endeavor, and today it's number 36, the law of group life. So I'm going to read the law of group life. It's not too long, thank God. And then I have out the Wisdom of Trees Oracle by Jane Struthers. And we're just going to end this week with some trees and see what they have to say. And then going to take a couple of days off for the weekend as a breather and figure out where my vibration is at. My point of attraction is questionable. All right, number 36, the law of group life. Not only must man fulfill in love his family and national obligations, but he must think in the wider terms of humanity itself, and so bring the law of brotherhood into expression. Brotherhood is a group quality. Questions of self, such as, will my action tend to the group good? Will the group suffer or hurt if I do this action? Abiding by these actions will gradually become part of our racial consciousness, and our civilization will adjust itself to these new conditions. All aspects of life of God are interdependent, and when one proceeds to fuller expression, all of the group benefits. Okay, so that's the law of group life. And this makes me think, like, whenever I say, like this week with the Lionsgate, this month, I've been saying, like, I call on the Sirian energy now to activate, assimilate, and anchor me into the next highest frequency for my highest good and the highest good of the all. So I guess that would fall under the law of group life. Like, I am saying, like, let it be in my highest good and the highest good of the all, of the group, of all humanity. So yeah, this is kind of like getting out of just service to self and into service to others. At least seeing that, like, everything that you do affects everyone else. So before you do something, will my action tend to the group good? Or will the group suffer or hurt if I do this action? So yeah, once you realize that everything is interdependent, and if you express yourself fully, if you're following your passion, all of the group will benefit. I mean, if you're focusing on love, focusing on betterment, focusing on shining your light, it helps the all. And then likewise, there are things that you can do that the group will suffer. So yeah, stay out of that, stay into benefiting everyone. And that is the law of group life, seeing yourself in wider terms of humanity. Bring the law of brotherhood into expression. All right, so there we go. Get together, make good decisions, and benefit everybody. All right, let me move you over here. Move you out of the way. So you are not in the way, brother. We're all in this together, but I don't want to hit you in the face with my oracle deck, the wisdom of the trees. All right, trees, so what do you got for us? I mean, oh my goodness, like, I was just thinking of a forest of trees. That is like an amazing example of group life, the law of group life. All right, so we're ending this Friday. Little bit of F-word themes coming up. But it's like we got to make decisions that are, for everyone. I'm going to just pick a few different kind of cards here and sort of make a little forest here for myself. So what can we expect today? Do I just want to do 4? 4 for the forest? Let's do 5. Let me just put the deck down. Okay. All right, so we've got 5 cards. 5 for the forest, 5 for Friday, 5 for group life, 5 for some changes in the positive, for the love of God. Okay, here we go. Here's our trees. I can't believe I'm doing this many. All right, we have an upside down reversed linden bean. We have a reversed Montezuma cypress, which has this very interesting Aztec looking man in the tree. We have a reversed elm, reversed hawthorn, and an upright, the only upright card. The only upright card is Eastern Cottonwood. So, sorry group. Just want to apologize to the group for my negativity completely tainting this card reading and getting 4 out of 5 cards reversed upside down. But hey, it is what it is. And like literally I just was so blown away because I thought I was in such alignment. Not sure why it didn't work out the way I thought it was supposed to. Okay, interesting. This deck has a linden, but it's not linden at all, Sadie Marie. I'm trying to read it upside down and it looked like linden, but as it's actually Indian bean. Okay, but upside down it legit looks like linden. Okay, it's Indian bean. Oh God. All right, Indian bean is all about vitality, but it's inverse or reversed. And it says, do not overlook the obvious and simple ways of healing yourself. Ensure that you have plenty of rest and sleep, and find the time to prepare and eat wholesome, natural foods, regardless of how busy you may be. So this is an interesting message, because one of the best ways to heal ourselves, is to embrace every moment, every day. Have a little enthusiasm for the day. Do everything you can to get the most benefit from it. And, treat everything in your life with gratitude and respect. Meet people in your group with an open heart. So the Indian bean deva says to us, my beautiful trumpet-shaped flowers greet the sun in the summer. And in the autumn, I show off my seed pods. Let me teach you how to make the most of your many talents and attributes so you can regain your vitality. Hey, bring it, sister. I would love for you to show me that. I feel like I'm doing an okay job trying to get the vitality going on, but having that disastrous failure moment last night it took me down. It really did, you guys. I shed a few tears about it. But it was more than that. It was just it was just one tiny event that symbolized a larger group of events of failure for me. So it's boo frickin' who. Hello self-pity, my old friend. Come on in, climb in bed with me. All right, so anyways, this is Indian bean is native to southeastern United States, and it has these beautiful flowers. My neighbor might actually have one of these trees, and long bean like fruits. Let's see here. The Latin name is catalpa. Something else. But anyways, the catalpa's common name is a misnomer because it does not come from India and it does not bear beans, even though its pendulous seed pods look like them. When European settlers first saw the tree in the southern United States, it was growing in fields owned by Cherokee Native Americans, hence the Indian tag. And its botanical name, that I could not pronounce this early in the morning, comes from the Cherokee name for the tree. The Indian bean tree is frequently planted in parks for ornamental interest because it flowers so prolifically in each summer. And the catalpa wood is sometimes used to make guitars. All right, so that is a wonderful message, going into the weekend. Hello, weekend forecast. Let's get enough rest. Let's just do the simple things that we know to heal ourselves. Get enough rest. Do something you enjoy. Feel some gratitude. Drink some water. Eat some healthy, wholesome food. Nourish yourself, even though my fridge is empty. That's another thing, too. It's just, let's just carry on. But like, I just don't know why I have such a block with having success and money and just having enough. And then on the way home last night, like 2.5 feet of my exhaust system fell out. So yay! Let's go on to the Montezuma cypress. So this is all about solidity. Okay, this is just a lot of words. There's a lot of words going on here. This is native to Mexico. This amazing, this amazing tree. It's a swamp cypress, is what it is, and so it grows along lakes and rivers. But some of the oldest members of this species are now growing in arid conditions, suggesting that their land was much more wetter. Let's see. We got this one inversed as well. The Aztecs used this tree. They worshipped it, but like they used the tree's resin to treat gout and skin conditions, and a decoction of its bark was drunk as a diuretic. So we got this card inversed, and the message says that current dilemmas won't be solved until you are able to stand firm and know your own mind. Continually changing your plans or keeping your options open for fear of making the wrong decision will only confuse you further. Interesting. So yeah, are you feeling bogged down by worries and difficulties? No. Why do you ask? Of course not. Well, if you are, learn to focus your attention on whatever is most important to you or to the situation, and don't dilute your power by concentrating on trivial matters, and don't dilute your power by being open to just whatever. Like, your power is in your focus. F word, focus. So the Montezuma Cypress Deva says, I grow at the meeting point between the land and the water, and I teach you that you need a balance between the material and spiritual worlds to survive. I am solid and strong, and I can give you that same sense of solidity. Good job, Sadie. Solidity. So yeah, so it's like, all right, so Indian Bean was just saying like, yo, just like take care of yourself. But the cypress, the swamp cypress, is saying, and could you please be strong and focus on what you want? Like, don't just keep on changing your stinking mind all the time. It just really takes away your power, you know. So focus, hocus pocus, focus, hocus pocus, focus. All right, so that's fun that I said that, because the hawthorn right below it is in the shape of a star, like kind of a witchy star. Hocus pocus, focus. Oh yeah, absolutely. If I end with hocus pocus, focus, we got to go down to hawthorn. We'll do hawthorn down here, then we'll do elm, and then we'll end with eastern cottonwood, the only upright card. All right, so hawthorn is all about magic. It's native to Northern Europe, Western Asia, and Northwest Africa. It's thorny, it bears edible flowers and edible berries. It's long-lived. So the Hawthorn Deva says, treat me with caution and give me respect, because I am an ancient and powerful tree. My thorns are sharp to give me protection, and wherever I grow is said to mark the entrance to the underground realm of the fairies. Ooh, so we got this inverse, which means you are going through a phase in which you need to concentrate on the inner world of your imagination, intuition, and sensitivity. Try to shut off the noise and clamor of the outer world every now and then so that you can go within. And yeah, that's what the Cypress, I think, was saying, like, too, like, you need to be in balance between your spiritual world and the physical world. So if we are trying to anchor too much in the physical, we're worried about money and what we're putting out, and it's like, yo, go inside, right? Cypress was also saying focus on what you want, only what you want. But it's like Hawthorne is definitely saying that we need to concentrate on the inner world of our imagination, intuition, and sensitivities. So big message to go within from Hawthorne. Yeah, I mean, because the world is full of miracles if we have eyes to see them, you know, and there's a lot of magic to connect with. But first, you got to go within and do your inner work and connect with that energy and that intuition and that magic. All right, so now we're gonna do Elm, which is all about communication, and it's in verse. So, of course, it says, is someone being completely honest with you at the moment? It is possible that they are not telling you the truth for some reason. Keep your wits about you, especially if you are involved in negotiations or important discussions. So, of course, I thought of my struggling marriage right away, who he is being so nice right now. And yeah, it's like, keep your wits about you, girl, and know that there's always more to the story. So the Elm Deva says, I have lived beside humans for thousands of years, and I am your friend. My wood is pliable, and my leaves feed livestock. I can teach you to connect wholeheartedly with those in your life, so your relationships become stronger and more satisfying. So yeah, I mean what you say and say what you mean. Be clear when you're talking to people. Like, don't just be elusive, like, just be direct. And you know, you don't need to leave a gray area, because that can lead to confusion and resentment. Like, just be the honest person. Okay, like, you be completely honest as well. So a lot of great advice from the trees today. We're at Eastern Cottonwood, and it's all about connection. So we are ending it with communication and connection. All right, so this was the only one that was upright, connection. And it says, there is no division between you and all the other beings in the world. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's amazing, because the law today is the law of group life, and it was saying that we're all interconnected. And now Eastern Cottonwood, another long-lived tree, is also saying that there is no division between you and all the other beings in the world, whether you consider them to be living creatures or inert things. Learn to connect with them, to appreciate and to understand them, and also to honor them. So there's a very beautiful message here with the trees that's saying, you know, to feel connected to everything, to feel gratitude for everything, and to know that you are a part of this magical co-creation as well. So thank you so much, trees. You are just amazing. And the Eastern Cottonwood Deva says, I have great wisdom. The rustling of my leaves means that I am in continual communication with the Supreme Being. Let me show you how to become as one with the world around you, so that everyone can benefit from your blessing. Well, isn't that a magical card reading to go with the law of group life, this interconnectedness, the highest good of the all, right? Please guide me, to make choices that are in my highest good and the highest good of the all, because I know that I am interconnected with everyone and everything. Everything that we do, it affects the whole group, and it affects the planet too. It affects the animals, it affects the trees, it affects everything. The rocks. I think that's what it was saying. Like, even if you don't consider them alive or living, it's still all connected, right? So it's like, hello, as I clear my throat, try to inconspicuously clear my throat. Hello. Everything is one. It's all under the Supreme Being. It's all creation. It's all God. And that means so are you. So yeah, if we have been feeling isolated, alienated, disconnected from our surroundings, like everything's failing, right? Got a little heartache, got a little loneliness, just remember that you are an essential part of the world, and we are all connected at an energetic level. Wow, so shout out to the trees, Indian bean, and the swamp cypress, Montezuma cypress, and the elm, and the hawthorn, and eastern cottonwood. You really just gave us the blueprint, the guidebook. We just got a guidebook from the trees, how to cohabitate in this group life, this interconnected group life with harmony and with balance. Indian bean was saying, make sure that you take care of yourself, right? Make sure you're nourished, love yourself, get yourself balanced. That's also what the swamp cypress was saying. Balance the material with the spiritual, and anchor yourself in deep. Hawthorn was inviting us to bring in more magic and respect and reverence for all things. And elm and eastern cottonwood was all about communication and connection. Be trustworthy, speak honestly, and just really understand that everything that you do affects everything else. So that is being a responsible brother or sister of this great family called humanity. Wow. All right. Well, my vibe has definitely changed. So shout out to Herb Oracle again for just giving me the space to do that on the week daily basis. You have an amazing weekend. I look forward to hanging out with you again. This is a sense of community for me for sure. And we'll see you Monday morning. Enjoy yourself.